What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and beautiful people of the Crasher community? How are you guys doing today? We're back with a new video on the channel. Thank you very much for tuning on in, you absolute legends. And ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready to tear into Nintendo or what? Because I really am. Let's get into this. Palworld isn't the only target. Nintendo's latest patent could touch hundreds of games. Nintendo has been awarded a patent for summon and fight mechanics in the US, and here's why that's a problem. To say that that's a problem is a massive understatement. This is a huge fucking problem. Like, I hope everybody realizes how broad and vague summon and fight really is, because this is a type of game mechanic that predates Pokemon. Fine example of that would be Final Fantasy. And Final Fantasy is just one out of countless examples that utilize the summon and fight game mechanic. This is a big deal that should concern everybody. Nintendo isn't slowing down in its legal crusade against Palworld. While the patent infringement case against Pocket Pair continues in Japan, the real story may be unfolding in the US. As we've covered before, Nintendo isn't just fighting one lawsuit, it's been quietly stockpiling patents and preparing for a potential American case too. And the latest one is a big deal. The newest patent is particularly egregious and could have massive implications for the entire games industry. Last week, Nintendo quietly secured a US patent that, on paper, gives it ownership over one of the most common mechanics in gaming, summoning a character and having it fight another. See, this right here isn't just about Nintendo versus Pocket Pair anymore. This is Nintendo trying to orchestrate a monopoly in the gaming community, in the entire gaming world. They think that just because they're the big bad, that they can just go ahead and gobble up every single patent imaginable when it comes to gaming. This shit is fucking predatory, and it's not right. US patent number 12409-387, which was issued today, covers the smooth switching of riding objects, but Pocket Pair already worked around this feature in Palworld, so right now that acquisition is not much of a threat. That's still absolutely mental, by the way, that Nintendo actually thinks that they own a game mechanic of flying or riding on a monster. However, as Games Fray reports in their thorough coverage of the case, patent number 12403-397, which was granted over a week ago on September the 2nd, is a much more significant concern. Not just for Palworld. The patent 397 covers the fundamental mechanics of summoning a character to have it fight another. So yes, sounds like Pokemon. However, it also describes things that many other games do. Unlike many patents, which often face heavy scrutiny or rejections before they're approved, this one glided through the US Patent Office without objections. It was filed in March 2023 and granted just last week. And you know what? You know what I would really like to know? I would like to know what the fuck that patent office was smoking to allow for something as broad and as vague as this just be approved. Like, just out of nowhere. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am type of shit. And Diablo is another example of a game that could very easily be affected by this stupid fucking greedy virus that Nintendo really has become. It's just absolutely insane that they will go to such great lengths in order to destroy any and all games that are not under the umbrella of Nintendo. Patent 397 is potentially explosive for the gaming industry because it isn't just about Palworld. If a game does all of the following, it could be challenged. Now, I want to forward your guys' attention to this document right here, and it is 45 pages long, but I want to direct your guys' attention to the abstract here, so let's go through it real quick. An example of an information processing system moves a player character on a field based on a movement operation input. The information processing system causes a sub-character on the field based on a first operation input. when an enemy character is placed at a location where the sub-character is caused to appear, the information processing system controls a battle by a first mode in which the battle proceeds based on an operation input. When the enemy character is not placed at the location, the information processing system starts automatic control of automatically moving the sub-character. The information processing system moves the sub-character based on a second operation input, and when the enemy character is placed at a location of a designation, the information processing system controls a battle by a second mode in which the battle automatically proceeds. Now, why do I bring this up here? Because this right here doesn't specify anything that could be tied to Pokemon. So, like, summoning a creature through the use of an object, like a ball or something of the sort. This right here is extremely broad. They are talking about summoning as a whole, with or without objects. So what I would like to know is, why on earth is something like this approved? Like, that just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Either the people at the patent office just couldn't be bothered to read through the 45 pages, or something else is going on here. But either way, I don't fucking like this. It's completely ridiculous. It is completely predatory, and this is also going to seriously harm the future of gaming altogether. Like, Nintendo, I hope you realize that you guys are not the be-all, end-all when it comes to gaming, okay? There are other companies that produce games. What? You're doing all this because you're afraid of competition? You're doing all this because you're afraid of your guys' lazy ways being challenged by game developers and studios that actually give a fuck about gaming as a whole and want to give people actual good quality games rather than the fucking slop that you guys push out for $80, $90 a pop? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, this here isn't just about going after Pow World anymore. It has gone way past that point. Now, it seems like Nintendo is trying to have a monopoly over gaming as a whole, and everybody needs to fight that shit back. Everybody that watches this video needs to spread this out. Everybody that watches this video that's a content creator needs to talk about this, because this shit ain't fucking right. Plain and simple. Anyways, that's my take on this whole thing. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I always love to hear back from you amazing legends, and have yourselves a damn good one. I'll see you guys in the next video.